Hi, and this is Eddie Marcus again. You know, I used to hold the idea that life was something weird and crazy like. But I used to also be a Democrat before my eyes were open. And the reason that I was a Democrat is because from my station in life and so many others just like me, we saw the Republican Party as being racist. We saw them as being members of the Ku Klux Klan, members of nationalist groups, members of a group of people who just hated, and didn't mind killing. And this, for some strange reason, is what we have been taught was evil. That this was something that we ourselves should not have any lust to be like, but to shun it. We also learned in that time that we could resist it by, treating it, doing something about it. Anyway, so this is how we saw the Republican Party. Like Donald Trump right now representing the Republican Party. What is he doing? He's exhibiting the same kind of animosity, the same kind of hate, the same kind of racism that we saw Republicans exhibiting back in the day. Why we chose not to be Republicans. And think of it today, ladies and gentlemen, the number of people who you have in office who have taken an oath, I suppose, sworn to uphold at least the laws that you, the people, have determined would be a governing factor of American society. And they just step all over that. Show you how strong and this resentment of people and here in America. Now, when we see that, when we can associate that back with yesterday, and you can imagine how that affects us. And so we say we were Democrats back then, and we're Democrats today because we're nothing like that. And to a statement or some old thought like that, I would have to say, do not brag on yourself. Do not do that. Because just as all of the Republicans are not like Donald Trump and like those that Donald Trump represents, that means that they are a little bit better than that. So you are not as bad as those who resist Donald Trump. And so you feel that you're better. And so now you're the standard. Or you might say, well, you're not the standard, but you're not and you're what you call yourselves the lesser of the evils. Now, the reason that you are the lesser of the evils ties you to the same thing that makes the bigger of the evils evil. That means they don't care anything about you, and they allow anything to happen to you. That's the indication of their lack of compassion and caring for you. So you're the lesser of the evils, but you still got evils. And the reason that you got evils is because there are those over here that you are treating the same way that the upper ones up here, Republicans and haters, are treating all of those you in between. This is what you're doing. So you got nothing to be excited about. And just as you want satisfaction between the gulf that exists between those that claim to be all of that in you, so do these who you figure are being treated as if, or they feel as if they're being treated as nothing. And so until you can all fix that, you are just good people. Those of you who figure you're good. You give out bonuses. You give out turkeys. Stuff like that. You help to see. Yeah, this is good. This is goodness that is necessary in order for evil to keep on going. And so the truth The real truth comes to you and say you are just all caught up in blindness unless you can see that the benefit of all is the benefit for thee. And if you can't do that, then regardless of how you look at it, regardless of how you look at it, the evidence over here where the pain and suffering exists, that's the evidence that you're kidding yourself. So I'm saying to all of us, yes, you got Joe Biden. Thank God you didn't get Trump again. Maybe. But this is just a curse if you feel that putting a lot of women in position of power, getting diversity and all of that, that's good. The same old goodness that allowed hell to exist. So people of the world, people of America, all of you, I'm not talking about leadership now. I'm talking about you, the people. You got to make sure that we fix this thing. You got to demand that not only are you to be blessed with food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and a career of your own choosing. Not only you, but every last one of us. In other words, where we can have our needs, our wants, and our desires met. Where we can have peace, be prosperous, live in freedom, and experience the joy of our lives, and fulfill our dreams. Hey, to me, this is amongst the best ideas that humans can bring forward. That's just the idea. Now, the reality is going to require all of us to do it. But it's up there. And I guarantee you, when I say it's amongst the best ideas, you know why? Because all the other ideas connect with it. They're all one. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do something about it, okay? All right, I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you and have a very, very blessed day. Goodbye.